no problem. I'll be here.
Yes, I got you now.
Really? Shoes like that? I like these. Really? They're comfortable, man. My guys got you. And they'll send you a pair. Really? If you want, Sean, seriously, my guy will send you a pair. Let me know your size, and I'll make sure he sends you a pair. I'll say, hey, this is for Sean Porter. He'll get it done. I'm serious. You know, you're my guy. I love you to death. And I'll make sure to send you a pair. He's in Chicago, yeah. I mean, look, he'll get you, he'll send you a pair. But if you ever in my way and you want to come for half a day, by all means, I'll make sure it's a day I'm in town. I'll personally take you. I'll take you out to lunch or dinner.
Any sleep?
Away we go, man.
Awesome.
Like
About the
2
same,
hours?
about the same all week, yeah. Average about 3-4 hours. That's how we function. All right, what do we got?
I mean, you'll be on this far off. Not on the stage.
Is that going to be, yeah, is everyone going to be able to hear us?
I will ask you, Sean, you've been a part of some of these events. How big is this field?
I asked them all.
Something is
James.
sorry about the event. And then not only
Has
is it
Thomas
about
replied?
the main event and the championship fight, the co-main event, but Amir Abdullah, the head of sport for Skills Challenge Entertainment, and Amir, tell us about the magnitude of this card here, not only for Saudi, but the fighters, especially the ones on the street. I'm going to have him talk a little more about the scope of the event, but you specifically to the local fighters.
Hi, Steve.
Shit, I might
Hi,
be
Steve.
doing
I can hear you.
Is Thomas going to
Hi, Shelly.
Yeah, those became my backup mic, so I can leave those again.
static? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's do catch up later.
That's my thing.
Oh, but I'm not going to be able to.
Yeah, no, call me if I'm crazy, but I'll remember after the weigh-in, I'll sit with Robbie and see what we can do. Perfect.
I wish we all had sunglasses, then we could all be cohesive.
Okay.
I don't know, it's probably not my call.
I'll ask.
Yes, absolutely.
You know the,
I just don't know.
yeah.
But I'm just saying, I can do the.
If we all had sunglasses, that would be much better.
Okay. Tom is non-responsive. I think we got to go with the plan of
Amir,
not being.
I can do it. I can do the undercard lane if you need me to.
It's not a bad idea.
I can do it. I can do it, and I can do double duty on the undercard guys, and then interview. I'll be
Hang on. Who's supposed to be interviewing them?
So what I'm saying is, after they're done, like after Saleh's done, hey, we're here with Adam Saleh. Let them face off. Hey, I'm here with Adam Saleh. This and that. And then
Saleh, yeah.
Saleh. So throw it back, and then right back to me. I can go ahead and do all the way and stuff, and then when I'm supposed to throw it back to the scene, I will, because I got
You
idea.
want to put some
Sure.
lipstick?
Yes.
No?
Yeah.
Is it rather not with the sunglasses?
No.
Okay, yeah.
No, I know, I can't,
Yeah.
because they don't have it. Yeah. For him,
asked
he
them
was
to give me
asking.
one.
Get the white card.
I drink nude.
Here, I can handle it. I'll do
Something
double
like
duty.
Yes.
it's nice.
Yes. Yes. Like, yeah. Can you throw this in my bag right here? Please, thank you.
stressful. I guess it's not really
I mean, if we all had 'em,
professional, but
I mean, maybe all three of us had them, but I don't think you
I'm not
guys
gonna
do.
wear glasses so you can wear glasses.
Huh?
So I'm not gonna wear glasses so you can wear
No,
glasses.
that's why you said no.
No, I don't wear sunglasses.
You don't? Ever? Why?
Like, I can't
like
see it.
feels?
Yeah, and it takes away my peripherals.
Got you.
Yeah. And sit down there for a while. She's like sound profound.
I'm telling you, her glasses
Those
are
glasses.
I love them. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm going to stand in for Amit. Just step back for me next to you.
Oh, so I'm going to start here, not there.
Your side.
Oh, okay.
Ignore me.
This is the right place. I'm on your place up.
Okay. Are they talking to me? Because I can't. Okay. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to The Truth. Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. Today is weigh-in day. I'm Christina Ponter. Thank you for joining us wherever you're watching around the world. It's a pleasure to be joined today by Sean Porter and Amir Abdullah, head of sport from Skills Challenge Entertainment. Now, Sean, we've been here a few days now. This event feels as big as any other. You've been a part of pay-per-views. What's kind of your scope, the sense of how this fight week has gone and how big this fight is, not only to Saudi Arabia, but to the world?
Yeah, I mean, when you go to the kingdom, that's what you expect, and that's what they're giving us. They're giving us a kingdom experience. It's been great so far, and this is now really starting to ramp up what this weekend is really about, which is the fight, the truth, which we're going to get tomorrow night.
Yes, we will. And the truth is going to be on the scales shortly because we've got to make sure everybody weighs in. But before we get to the weigh-ins, Amir Abdullah, you are the head of sport here for Skills Challenge Entertainment. You know more than anybody what this means, not only to the fighters on the card, but to Saudi Arabia. Can you just put into words what this means to Saudi Arabia to have a card like this and for the undercard fighters to get the privilege of fighting on the preliminary bouts on this, something like that? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's been great. You know, so, yeah. Head of boxing specifically. Got you. Got it. Okay. Sean Porter, Amir Abdullah. It looks like it's going to be Ray Flores that I'm going to be tossing to. I don't think Thomas Triber's here. Okay.
He's on the bus.
Do you want me to mention pay-per-view details up top? It is live on pay-per-view. Check your local cable provider. It's on digital, ESPN Plus, exclusive in the States, BT Sport, box office in the UK. Do you want me to give those details? Top of the show. Okay. Do you want the details as far as the pay-per-view and all that at the top of the show, right? Okay. The fight will be live on pay-per-view Sunday, 10 p.m. local time for the pay-per-view, 11 a.m. Pacific, and then 2 p.m. Eastern on the East Coast. You can check with your local cable provider, BT Sport, box office in the UK, and the exclusive digital provider is ESPN Plus in the States. Something like that. Okay. Sure. So we're going to pretend like they're throwing it back to us after the undercard weigh-in, and we're going to preview co-main and main event.
Okay.
So now all the undercards are weighed in. We're getting ready for our co-main and main event weigh-in. Sean, a world championship on this fight between Junior Makabu and Badu Jack. Badu Jack looking to go for a 3-time world champion, but he's got to get through a tough Makambu. We had a chance to talk to them both yesterday. What's your sense about the co-main event?
Is the co-main event is going to be a big bang. Both of these guys are really ready to. Well, you got one guy ready to defend and take it home, and then you got another guy who's ready to really solidify his name in boxing, and that's what Badu can do with winning a world championship title in the 3rd division, you know. So I think that fight is going to be nothing but action-packed, and we got a mean guy in Makabu coming after Badu, so this is going to be a good one.
Yeah, both of them have bad intentions, and both pretty much cemented the fact that they don't think that fight is going to go the distance. Now, switching gears to our main event, Tommy Fury and Jake Paul. We had a chance to talk to both guys this week. You can feel the anticipation is building. Yeah. We've talked to other fighters on the undercard who have picked either or. It doesn't really seem like there's too much of a favorite. What are your thoughts on the main event?
Same with me. I think that this is as 50-50 as 50-50 can get. You got one guy who grew up in the sport but didn't actually do it, and then you got another guy who has devoted all of his time and energy to this sport for the last 3 to 4 years now. So I think that this is the most evenly matched fight that could be made for Jake Paul to this point in his career, and we're about to find out the truth.
Yes, we will. On that note, we will send it up now to Michael Buffer with the weigh-ins. Whatever. The guys on the fake scale, because they've already weighed in earlier, and we already know the weights, but we're not going to tell you guys that.
Is this my single, or is this okay?
I almost wish that I was on that side, because I feel like when you turn this way, you just see hair. I almost wish if we were like this way, you could see my face.
Yeah. Well, let's talk to him about it.
But they probably always want the host on this side.
Ask him.
I just got to make sure when I turn, maybe I just don't turn all the way.
Yeah.
You guys see what I'm saying with my hair? Dang it. It'll probably be like that tomorrow, too.
I don't see anything wrong with the switch.
I was just saying, no, this sounds silly, but with the way that my hair is parted, when I talk to Sean or I talk this way, I feel like all you see is hair versus like if I'm on this side, I feel like you see my face better. And I feel like this will look better. Is that fine?
Yeah.
And then I can go here because I also hold the mic with this. I don't have to hold the mic to you.
right.
This feels better.
Let's do this.
Is that okay, guys? And then if we bring anybody in, we can bring them on that side. Okay.
Making decisions out here. Come on now.
I'm just thinking about how things, how things look. Who's the talking head with the hair? You feel the heat now, huh?
Maybe I should just stop moving. I like the music.
Look at Larry's suit.
Yeah, man.
Hey, coach, it's not fight night yet. I'm saying.
So we gonna toughen up a little bit.
It's not fight night yet.
Hey, this is my B outfit.
Just making sure.
Come on now.
So we're taking it up a notch tomorrow.
On Jake Paul.
Oh yeah.
He gave me goosebumps, man. So he gave me goosebumps. I'm getting
goosebumps
goosebumps
here.
here.
I'm just. Yeah, okay. I'm here for it.
I'm gonna tell you what I did. I took a long visit into a guy named Sean Porter's closet one
Oh,
day.
did you? This doesn't look like a Sean Porter
listen,
special. This is all
You haven't seen this man's closet.
No, I haven't.
Oh my God! Listen, his closet is bigger than like my son's room, the small room.
Yeah.
You got so much stuff in there, man.
I can't.
How
I
you
mean,
doing, baby girl?
I'm good, man.
it's his own. It's a boutique in there. A men's boutique.
Listen, if you gotta see it, it's a room.
Okay.
He's trying to wait, yeah.
Yeah, he's on.
Are you gonna do all the 7 fights?
What's that?
Way? All 7 fights?
Oh yeah, they have to. They
They
have
have
to.
to wait.
Jordy Presser, they have a Jordy Presser, they have a
Did what?
to sound
All right.
check. Is that okay?
Yep. Ready? Check, check, check. Test 1, 2, test, test, test. Test 1, 2, test, test, test. Test 1, 2, test, test, test. Check 1, 2, check. Check 1, 2, check.
Right, that's what we're doing, right? With Madison, that's it. I'm moving, guys. That's not what
Tommy, we're going to be fine.
Oh, right, done. That's what we're doing, yeah?
Hang on. Think first, boom.
Comes here, undresses here.
Crowd, Christian
Gets on the big crowd. Gets on the scale. Reads him out, right? Then he goes over here. Next song plays. Jake Paul walks up, undresses, boom. You might put his shoes back on here, and they're going straight right here. Straight right here. Boom.
You see the keys of the That's nice. This is what I was thinking. They come up, they wave.
He's up to here.
He goes. He comes up, he waves, he goes. Gentlemen in the center, then they walk together to come to the center. You know what I mean? Instead of the guy waiting there. Instead of the guy waiting there, it's like, you know what? If you're over there, I'm over here. It's a lot more intense when you come.
But it's not, bro.
Here.
You're not watching him. Like the
We
whole
can't
thing
go
is
over
like,
there because interview positions there.
because the guy is right here, waiting right in front of him, and he's waiting for him. You know what I mean? It's like the dog is on the leash waiting for the dude who's right in front of him. The prey is right there. And as soon as the prey goes off, that motherfucking dog runs right up to his face.
It's 6 of 1, half of. What do you guys think?
I think the key thing here is the entourage are not on the stage.
They're not.
Yeah,
Plus one.
that's it. Because we saw it this morning. The two guys were very respectful. The guys around them. Yeah.
Waves goes in the head-to-head position. Head-to-head, off stage.
Yeah, no, of course.
You would rather just do Co and May, and you want Lars and Alpine, 2 seconds. box on this other side of it. You can see my cable. Without the cameras, this guy's nothing.
The talk is over.
This guy's getting knocked out.
The truth will set you free. Oh, I'm knocking this dude out! Make sure to get your tickets for The Truth, February 26th, Riyadh. You don't want to miss this one.
Thank you so much. It is a pleasure to be here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, getting ready just a little over 24 hours away from The Truth. Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury, pay-per-view. Check with your local cable providers. Sunday, it's going down. Buy the pay-per-view. BT Sport, box office in the UK, and the exclusive digital distributor is ESPN Plus in the US. I am joined by two-time welterweight, yes. Okay. Okay. And I'm hearing like all the traffic in my ear, not just one voice, just FYI. Thank you.
Mic check, check. Check, check, check. Check. Okay.
I don't hear him.
The video's done? All right. Your Royal Highnesses, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, welcome to the final weigh-in here in beautiful Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. We are now just a day away from the most exciting and highly anticipated moments in boxing history. An event that brings two huge names together in the ring. Finally, tomorrow at Diriyah, we will finally discover the truth. Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. This is only a test, don't worry. All right, so we'll do the Passover, okay? There you go, better, okay. We are now just a day away from the most exciting and highly anticipated moments in the boxing history. An event that brings two huge names together in the ring. Finally, tomorrow at Diriyah, we will finally discover the truth. Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. We also have 7 fascinating fights, 4 of which for proud Saudi boxers, and the WBC Cruiserweight World title between Badujak and Ilonga Makabu. ليلة مليئة بالإثارة والتحدي. 7 نزالات منهم 4 ملاكمين سعوديين بكل فخر. نزال لقب العالم للWBC Cruiserweight بادوجاك versus إلونغا ماكابو. وأخيرا نزال الحقيقة في الدرعية جيك بول versus Tommy Fury. إيش رأيك بس؟ This weigh-in is the final moment of the countdown, a fight night that could not be missed here in Saudi Arabia. Let's get this started. I'll pass it over to our big fight night presentation team. Christina and Sean, over to you.
Thank you so much. We are so excited. A little more than 24 hours away from the truth. Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. The pay-per-view, buy it. You will not want to miss this event. Check with your local cable providers. If you're in the UK, it's available on BT Sport box office and in the US, exclusive digitally on ESPN Plus. Joining me on stage is two-time welterweight world champion, Showtime Sean Porter. We've been here for a couple of days now, Sean. You've been a part of some massive events yourself, pay-per-views yourself. What does this event feel like? How can we kind of give this, the scope of this to the viewers that aren't at home with us?
There's a reason we're here. We're here because Saudi Arabia knows how to welcome you. They know how to treat you. And the kingdom has really made this a kingdom experience, you know? And I think that Tommy Fury and Jake Paul have everything that it takes to top this off and make this an enjoyable weekend for us all.
And it has been so far. And to speak more about just the emphasis on how big this is locally and for a lot of the fighters on our preliminary bouts who have either never stepped in the ring as a professional or been a part of something like this. Amir Abdullah, head of boxing for Skills Challenge Entertainment. And Amir, could you put into words the scope of this and the importance of this event, not only to Saudi Arabia, but to the young fighters that are on this card that are getting the type of exposure that, you know, is almost unheard of at this point in their career?
Yada,
Everybody's so
yada,
excited.
yada, yada.
Yeah.
Yada, yada, yada.
Okay. Okay. And I have no problem with, while they're answering you, reminding me that in my ear if you want, if we got time, depending on how long they go. Yes. If possible, just talk when they're answering the question to say this one next or one more, or throw to Thomas, whatever.
Your attention, please. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
So you know
We'll commence shortly.
he professional.
Yes, I do. I hear him now. Just give me a bit of level check, please. Test 1, 2,
What time are we
3.
going
Testing
on live?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4,
12:30?
5. Yes, I just went over the order with the commission.
It's 3-2.
And I have the same order as before.
Yeah, nothing changed. So.
Okay.
Amira's giving me another. I followed that. So. Basically, Thomas Wyman's got a different running order of boxes, different fight card of orders. Has it changed?
How was your travels, man? Oh, I can imagine.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. We will commence shortly. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. We will start within minutes. Thank you.
As-salamu al-malaki. Please rise for the Saudi national anthem.
The talk is over. The truth at Riyadh.
We always raise the bar here in Saudi Arabia. We always host a great fight.
For the heavyweight championship of the world, from the kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
The world will be watching.
Anytime, anywhere, any place. Ah!
The problem, child. Why they call you that?
Because I'm a problem for people in the ring.
February 26th, his boxing career is over.
You'll see who the real professional boxer is.
Without the cameras, this guy's nothing.
The talk is over.
This guy's getting knocked out.
The truth will set you free. Boom! I'm knocking this dude out! Make sure to get your tickets for the truth. February 26th, Riyadh. You don't want to miss this one.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أصحاب السمو الملكي الأصدقاء الإعلاميين حضورنا الكريم، أهلا بكم في عاصمة المملكة العربية السعودية الرياض في آخر محطة قبل النزال. نحن على بعد يوم واحد من معرفة الحقيقة في الدرعية. من يا ترى سيتوج أمام العالم؟ جيك بول أم تومي فيوري؟ Your Royal Highnesses, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, welcome to the final weigh-in here in beautiful Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. We are now just a day away from one of the most exciting and highly anticipated moments in boxing history. An event that brings two huge names together in the ring. Finally, tomorrow at Dir'iyah, we will discover the truth. Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. We also have 7 fascinating fights, 4 of which are proud Saudi boxers, and the WBC Cruiserweight World title between Badu Jack and Ilonga Makabu. ليلة مليئة بالإثارة والتحدي، 7 نزالات منهم 4 ملاكمين سعوديين بكل فخر. نزال لقب العالم للWBC Cruiserweight بادو جاك versus إيلونغا مكابو، وأخيرا نزال الحقيقة في الدرعية جيك بول versus Tommy Fury. This weigh-in is the final moment of the countdown, a fight night that could not be missed here in Saudi Arabia. Let's get this started. I'll pass it over to our big fight night presentation team. Christina and Sean, over to you.
Thank you, Yasir. It is a pleasure to be here in Saudi Arabia for an event of this magnitude. The truth is just a little more than 24 hours away. It is going to be live Sunday, February 26th on pay-per-view. Check with your local cable providers to see how you can purchase the pay-per-view. In the UK, it's available on BT Sport Box Office and digitally exclusively in the US on ESPN+. I am joined by 2-time welterweight world champion, Showtime, Sean Porter, and the head of boxing for Skills Challenge Entertainment, Amir Abdullah. And Sean, I'll start with you. You've been a part of some major events in this sport, pay-per-views, fighting, and broadcasting. We're here at a palace. Everything has felt like royalty this week. Could you put into words the magnitude for the people at home of what this event feels like being here?
It's amazing. I'll just speak as a fighter. We grow up and we see Caesar's Palace. We see the biggest and the baddest getting in the ring, doing what we want to do one day, and we have aspirations to be on those big stages. I have had opportunities to do it, but being here in the kingdom and feeling the energy around everyone, how generous and welcoming everyone has been This has truly been a kingdom experience. And this weekend with Tommy Fury and Jake Paul, they're going to top it off.
And Amir, for the people at home that maybe don't quite understand what an event of this magnitude is like, not only to put on, but for the fighters, young and world champions alike, that are sharing this huge stage, could you put in the words what this means to those fighters and also to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia?
Well, first and foremost, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Assalamu alaikum. I'd like to welcome everybody that's streaming around the world. Of course, Christina and Sean, welcome to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. What Saudi does is unprecedented, and I've used that word time and time again in the press conferences and the interviews. Everybody's like, why is he stuck on that word? Because I don't have another word. It's unprecedented.
Yeah.
You've got the biggest influencer, arguably in the world, turned boxer, and now he's facing a legitimate fighter in Tommy Fury. Jake Paul taking on Tommy Fury is the main event. But you don't just have, you know, a normal undercard. You've got a world title fight. Badu Jack, the challenger, taking on Ilunga Makabu, the champion, for the WBC Cruiserweight title. Two fights that are really main events in their own right. This couldn't happen without the support, of course, of the Ministry of Sport, and of course, Prince Khalid bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud, who is the chairman of Skill Challenge Entertainment Enterprises, who has taken such a role in bringing boxing on a huge stage, not just to the Saudi Arabia, not just to the Middle East, but to the world in whole. And you heard his vision at the press conference. What does this mean? I don't know if there's words to explain what it means. It's unprecedented.
Unprecedented is
Look
what
at the fighters that are here. You've got Mike Tyson here. You've got the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Devin Haney here. You've got the heavyweight champion of the world, Tyson Fury here. Logan Paul's here. Sean Porter's here.
Come on now.
Everybody's here.
All right, well, they're here and they're waiting, and we're getting ready to weigh these guys in on this scale. So more from us in a little bit. For now, I will send it up to the stage with Thomas Schreiber.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to this weigh-in as we get set for a historic night of professional boxing in Saudi Arabia. We want to thank the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the Ministry of Sport, and of course His Highness Prince Khalid of Skill Challenge Entertainment. This great event will be televised live in the United States on ESPN Plus and in the UK on BT Sport Box Office and in South America on DAZN and Fight TV. You can also watch the preliminary bouts on the Boxing Arabia YouTube channel. We are going to begin the weigh-in process with our preliminary fights. First to the scale, we will welcome, fighting in the lightweight division from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, let's welcome Ziad Majrashi. For Ziad Majrashi. Now to the scale, his opponent tomorrow night, coming to us from Accra, Ghana. Let's welcome Philip Kwanzaa. 130.1 for Philip Kwanzaa. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow night in the lightweight division.
Alongside by Ziad Madrashi. Ziad, tell us about what tomorrow means to you.
كيف إحساسك وأنت تمثل المملكة العربية السعودية غدا؟
إحساسي والله شكور جدا بتمثيل بلدي وبمشاركتي في الحدث هذا العالمي وإن شاء الله نكون قدها إن شاء الله يا رب.
Well, he's very proud to be a Saudi boxer, and he's ready to represent Saudi Arabia in this international event.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ziad Madrashi, fighting here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Tom, back to you.
We continue with the weigh-in process. Our next two combatants to the scale, competing in the women's lightweight division. First to the scale from Khobar, Saudi Arabia. Let's welcome to the scale, Riyadh Al-Naimi. 131.9 for Riyadh Al-Naimi. Next to the scale, coming to us from Accra, Ghana, let's welcome Perpetual Okaija. $125.7 for Perpetual Okaija. Once again, these two ladies competing tomorrow in the lightweight division.
We are going to talk with Riyadh Al-Naimi. Riyadh, this is a massive event here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. You are representing your home country. Tell us about the emotions that you feel heading in to tomorrow night.
I feel great, and I guess I'll be making history tomorrow. Special thanks to Prince Khalid for making all of this happen. And yeah, I'm just ready to fight.
What do you feel in terms of making history and also the fact that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is really making a history when it comes to the sport of boxing, and you are very much a part of that?
Again, I still feel unreal, but I'm just excited. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Riyadh Al-Naimi. Tom, back to you.
Our next two combatants to the scale competing tomorrow in the light heavyweight division. First to the scale coming to us from Bangalore, India. Let's welcome Philip Sampson. 167.6 for Philip Sampson. Now to the scale from Qatif, Saudi Arabia. Let's welcome Salman Hamada. .2 for Salman Hamada. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow night in the light heavyweight division.
All right, we are with Salman Hamada. Salman, the fans here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia are expecting you to put on a tremendous performance. What can you promise them as we look forward to tomorrow night?
سلمان الجمهور السعودي ينتظر منك الكثير، ايش توعدهم بكره؟
أولا الحمد لله رب العالمين، فخور إني واحد من اللاعبين السعوديين المشاركين في هذا الحدث العالمي الضخم، وإن شاء الله نقدم أفضل أداء، وإن شاء الله نكون في المستوى المطلوب، وإن شاء الله بإذن الله قادرين.
He said he's proud to be one of the 4 Saudi boxers tomorrow, and he's gonna do his best, and he promises the crowd, the Saudi crowd, to do his best and win tomorrow. And he said, I'm afraid to be Yasser, but I'm just joking.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Salman Hamada. Tom?
Our next 2 combatants to the scale competing tomorrow night in a 4-round super lightweight contest. First to the scale, coming to us from Los Angeles, California, known as the Evil Hero, here is Stuart Kellogg. .40.9 for Stuart Kellogg. And now we welcome to the scale his opponent tomorrow night, coming to us from Brooklyn, New York. Let's welcome Adam Saleh. .39.6 for Adam Saleh. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these 2 competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 4-round super lightweight contest.
Okay, guys, go forward, go forward. Face forward, respect that. Thanks, guys, that's it. Calm down.
We are with Adam Salam. Adam, obviously tensions were building there, a little bit of pushing and shoving. What went through your mind? What happened there?
First of all, I want to give a huge thank you to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, thank you so much.
A huge shout out also to Prince Khalid for making this all happen, to the Ministry of Sport of Saudi Arabia. I'm excited to put on a show. This is my home, baby. I'm excited to put on a show. I don't know what's up with him. He's nervous, you know what I'm saying? So I'm excited.
So what's your prediction for tomorrow night against your opponent, Stuart Kellogg?
I'm knocking him out tomorrow, yeah. I'm knocking him out, baby. I'm knocking him out, inshallah, inshallah.
A knockout prediction from Adam Salah. Tom, back to you.
Our next two combatants to the scale competing tomorrow in a scheduled 8-round lightweight contest. First to the scale, coming to us from Bucharest, Romania. He brings a professional record consisting of 23 wins, 9 defeats, with 9 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Viorel Simeon. 138.6 for Viorel Simeon. And next to the scale, fighting out of Dubai, he is a native of Jordan. He is undefeated with 7 wins. 6 of his 7 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Bader, the Master Al-Samreen. £138 for Bader Samreen. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 8-round lightweight contest.
Okay, forward, 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 forward.
'We continue the weigh-in process. Our next two combatants competing tomorrow in a 8-round cruiserweight contest. First to the scale from Baku, Azerbaijan. His professional record, 18 wins, 5 defeats. 17 of his 18 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Tariel Belligerent Shafarov. .5 for Tariel Shafarov. Now to the scale, his opponent tomorrow night, coming to us from Baltimore, Maryland, USA. Undefeated with 10 wins. 7 of his 10 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mussin, the Muslim boxer, Kaysen. $199.1 for Mussin Kaysen. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 8-round cruiserweight contest.
All right, we are with Tervel Javrov. Tervel, tell us about what tomorrow means to you as you collide against Mushin Kaysen.
I can only tell this, I come here for victory. Inshallah, tomorrow I will show what is the boxing.
How do you feel coming into the fight physically?
Yeah, I believe myself.
All right, he's a man of few words, Tervel Javrov, ladies and gentlemen. Now let me talk with the impeccably. He is absolutely in tremendous physical shape, the undefeated Mushin Kaysen. Mushin, can you tell us about what tomorrow is meaning to you fighting here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia on a global event of this magnitude?
First of all, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you to Prince Khalid, thank you to the Kingdom of Saudi, and thank you for having me and blessing me, and thank you for the Ministry of Boxing. But this is my time. This is what I'm here for. This is what I've trained for all my life. I'm ready to fight.
He said the fight is not going the distance. What is your prediction for tomorrow night here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia?
I'm gonna be his genie. I'm gonna break that face tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Mushin Kaysen. Tom?
Our next two combatants to the scale, competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 4-round welterweight contest. First to the scale, coming to us from Ecuador. He brings a professional record consisting of 3 wins, just 1 defeat. One of his 3 wins comes by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Ronald Martinez. .142.5 for Ronald Martinez. Now we welcome to the scale his opponent tomorrow night from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Undefeated with 1 win. That 1 win comes by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ziad Zizo Almayu. .145.6 for Ziad Almayu. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 4-round welterweight contest.
We are with Ronald Martinez from Ecuador. Ronald, what does it mean for you to be a part of an event of this magnitude? ¿Qué significas peleando en una cartelera aquí en Saudi Arabia?
Me siento muy emocionado. Venimos de Ecuador y venimos a ganar, carajo.
He said, I'm very happy, I'm very excited, but we came from Ecuador to win. In your opinion, how is the fight going to play out tomorrow night? Una predicción para la pelea mañana contra Ziad Al-Mayouf.
Vamos a darle con todo y si se puede para el knockout, pues lo logramos.
He said, I'm going to come to win. If I can knock him out, that'll happen. But if not, I'm going to have my hand raised. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for the Ecuadorian Ronald Martinez. And now we are with Ziad Al-Mayouf. Ziad, there was some tension during the face-off. What happened there, and what is your mindset right now?
Listen, first of all, I want to thank the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the Ministry of Sports, Skill Challenge Entertainment, and Prince Khalid, Prince Fahad. Listen, right now the talk is over. Like we said, the tension is there. I had to send my message and my hands are twitching. Tomorrow heads are gonna be twisting. I'm here to show what I have, and no one from my side is getting knocked out tomorrow.
The fans are coming. Obviously, they are very much behind you. What kind of performance are you going to give them here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia?
When you're winning, when you're fighting for so many people more than yourself, you're carrying a good weight on your shoulder, and that weight on your shoulder also you could use it to rise up. And there's pressure now, and I'm rising up to it, using the weight of all those beautiful people. Saudi Arabia, I love you. The Arab world, I love you. Tomorrow we will see. Tomorrow I will show you.
Ziad Al-Mayouf, ladies and gentlemen. Now send it back to Christina and Sean.
Thank you. Thank you, Ray. Great job up there with all of the fighters on the undercard preliminary bouts. And you can feel the tension starting to build. It was great to talk to Zizo yesterday. He has a ton of personality, which you were able to see on the stage. I mean, a fighter going into just a second professional fight right before a co-main event.
I tell you what, this is a great undercard. You can see everybody up there has a little bit more than just being a boxer. We got some entertainers on the stage, and that's what we need going into the big co-main and main event on Sunday night.
And speaking of the main event fighters are in the building with their teams. Both fighters will have their brothers on stage with them, and Logan Paul up there along with Tyson Fury. And speaking of our main event, the truth. There's been a lot of talk back and forth, 2 years or more in the making for this fight. What can fans expect, in your opinion, tomorrow night in our main event?
Well, this is as close as 50-50 as you can get. You got one guy who grew up in this sport but didn't actually compete in this sport, Tommy Fury. He knows his way around the ring, closing his eyes. And then you got another guy who just said, I'm gonna box. And just decided to do it, but didn't just decide to do it. He has thrown everything into boxing, his soul, his energy, his everything. And that's what makes this a 50-50 fight. You got a guy who's completely committed to this and nothing else. Another guy who's just kind of dibbled and dabbled. I know what I'm doing, but now's the time that I'm gonna show everybody that I know what I can do, what I can do. So this is 50-50. It's gonna be a great match. And I don't think both guys walk out of that ring. I think one guy is gonna be on his back.
Yeah, I think both of these guys willing to risk their O, and you can tell for sure Jake Paul saying, I think inside 4, that he's going for the KO, and Tommy Fury doubling down on that as well with his words and his purse. Yeah. More on that later, but for the boxing purist, we do have a world title fight in our co-main event. The champ, Ilunga Makabu, looking to defend his title for the 3rd time. And speaking of threes, it is an opportunity for Badou Jack to become a 3-time world champion should he dethrone Makabu. So we talked to both fighters yesterday. They're both ready. They understand that this fight likely won't go the distance, right? Like our main event saying too. Your thoughts on the co?
I believe it. This fight, the co-main event, does not go the distance. Makabu is very mean right now. I don't know Makabu to be mean. That means what's happening for Makabu is he feels disrespected. Badou Jack, you think you can move up to my division and take over? And then Badou's like, I've been here for a long time. I've done it twice, and I intend to do it again. So that is the fight that I don't want anyone to miss. It's not going to steal the show, but it's going to be close, and that's what you want going into the main event.
What do you think, quickly, before we get to the weigh-ins? For our main event, you got two undefeated fighters willing to risk their O in a bigger fight than typical for a guy that's 8-0 and 6-0 in their professional career. I mean, they're fighting on pay-per-view. Millions will be watching. We are in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. You know, Prince Khalid sitting in the front row. What do you think the emotions are and that they're feeling, getting ready to weigh in and see each other for the last time?
And first of all, it's okay for this to be as the magnitude of this to be what it is.
You could be nervous.
It's okay, okay? Because the thing is, these guys aren't just fighters, they're entertainers. They come from their own, they have their own backgrounds, and they're bringing that to the ring. They can sell tickets. And that's why this is on this kind of stage, you know? So I do think that both of their emotions are running high. It's a family affair. So, I mean, it's even higher because of that. We got a great card for everyone. I don't want anyone to miss it. Make sure you order that pay-per-view.
That's right. All right, without any further ado, let's get our co-main and main events weighed in. I'm going to send it up now to the always dapper Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to this official weigh-in for what will be a fantastic event tomorrow night and into the wee hours here and in Riyadh, Dariyah. It's going to be a great night of world-class professional boxing for your entertainment. And it comes courtesy of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the Ministry of Sport, working hand in hand with our proud presenter who put this all together, SCEE, Skill Challenge Entertainment, Chairman, His Highness Prince Khaled bin Abdulaziz, Executive Board Member, His Highness Prince Fahed bin Abdulaziz. Ladies and gentlemen, SCEE proudly presents The Truth in Dariyah. Let's start the weigh-in for our co-featured bout, a World Championship contest. Sanctioned by the Middle East Professional Boxing Commission, who will be sanctioning all the bouts tomorrow, Commissioner Jose Mahone. Ladies and gentlemen, 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Cruiserweight Championship of the World. Let's bring the challenger up to the stage first. Originally from Sweden, but now living, training, and fighting out of Dubai. He's an Olympian who now has a professional record standing at 33 professional bouts, 27 victories, 15 big wins by knockout, only 3 defeats with 3 draws. Ladies and gentlemen, a 2-time world champion, the former super middleweight champion of the world, the former light heavyweight champion of the world. He is Battle Jack the Ripper! 2-time world champion stepping on the scales as he challenges for his 3rd world title in the 3rd weight class. 199.84, I believe it is. 199.84 for the challenger from Dubai, the proud 2-time world champion, Jack the Ripper. Battle Jack the Ripper! And now let's bring the defending world champion up to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, he represents proudly the Democratic Republic of the Congo. His professional record, an outstanding one. 31 fights, 29 victories, 25 of those 29 victories by knockout, only 2 defeats. He is the reigning, defending 2-time WBC Cruiserweight Champion of the World, Junior Elunga Macabo! 2-time world champion in the Cruiserweight division, representing the World Boxing Council and proudly representing the Republic of the Congo, stepping onto the scales.
D'ici ou d'ailleurs, nous sommes des enfants d'Afrique, même si je suis tombé
198.5 pounds for the reigning and defending two-time world champion, representing the World Boxing Council, Junior Malinga Makabu! Here they are face to face. An outstanding co-featured battle tomorrow night. Challenger and champion. A two-time world champion challenging for his third title. A reigning and defending two-time WBC world champion. With the prestigious green belt on the line. It's our co-feature tomorrow night.
All right, we are with the two-division world champion, Bout Jack the Ripper. Bout, this is your second straight fight here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Tell us about why this is almost like a second home to you and what the fans can expect tomorrow night.
First off, I want to thank the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Skill Challenge, Prince Khalid, the Ministry of Sport, and all the fans. And yeah, I believe in myself. I'm gonna become a three-division world champion, make history, become the first Muslim to win a world title in Saudi Arabia.
Where do you feel like you have the advantages over Makabu? You have fought the world's best in two different weight classes. You've never shied away from your opponent, but where do you feel like you hold the edge?
I'm an all-around better boxer, a better fighter, in my opinion. But I don't underestimate him. He's very strong, very tough, but I believe I have what it takes.
In a perfect world, how does the fight end tomorrow night against Ilunga Junior Makabu?
With my hand raised and the new.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Bout Jack the Ripper. Now we are with the champion, the reigning WBC Cruiserweight Champion of the world, Ilunga Junior Makabu. Ilunga, you said during the press conference around Bout, you go, I'm going to break his nose, I'm going to break his ribs, essentially I'm going to punish him. Why do you feel that way?
Thank you. Firstly, I just want to say thank you to God who gave me this opportunity to be here. I'm saying thank you to the King and the Prince of Arabic Saudi to give this invitation for me to be here. And I'm a world champion. I face the great boxer more than Bout Jack. That's why I'm 100% sure then I'll do what I say in press conference. I'm going to break him nose. I'm going to break him ribs. I'm going to knock him out, or the referee is going to stop the fight. He will get punished for 12 rounds in the ring. Thank you.
My final question to you, your prediction for tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, I just want to leave a story in Arabic Saudi. I want everyone to know who's Junior Makabu. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ilunga Junior Makabu, the reigning WBC Cruiserweight Champion of the world. And now I'll turn it back over to the greatest to ever do it, the Hall of Famer himself, Michael Buffer.
Thank you, sir. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to that moment of truth, the official weigh-in for the main event tomorrow night. There has never been in my 40 years a thing happening like this that you're about to see. They expect hundreds of millions of viewers around the world. It's available everywhere. That's why it's happening late at night into the wee hours here so the whole world can see it. And we can thank the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia Ministry of Sport and SCEE for putting this all together and making this a worldwide event. So let's get going to the weigh-in for the featured bout of the evening. On the line, a special WBC commemorative Riyadh WBC Championship belt. 8 rounds of boxing in the cruiserweight division. Coming up to the scales first, fighting out of Manchester, England. His professional record, a perfect one. 8 fights, 8 victories, 4 big wins by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the undefeated Tommy TNT Fury! Eight professional bouts, 4 wins by knockout. Stepping onto the scales. The limit is 185, contracted. 184.54, the undefeated Tommy TNT Fury. And now coming to the stage for his official weigh-in, originally from Cleveland, Ohio, but now living, training, and fighting out of Dorado, Puerto Rico. His record, like his opponent, also a perfect one. 6 fights, 6 victories, 4 big wins by knockout. He is the undefeated Jake, the Problem Child.
Trying to keep it peaceful is a struggle for me. Don't pull up at 6 a.m. to cuddle with me. You know how I like it when you loving on me.
2 fighters with perfect records, both undefeated. An 8-round contest that will have hundreds of millions of viewers around the world watching us here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Stepping onto the scales, Jake Paul. 183.6 for the Problem Child, Jake Paul. Holding up the biggest WBC belt, one of the legendary heavyweight contenders, Derek Chisora.
Somebody that knows something about it. And I won't ask now.
You didn't want to sign the contract. No. You didn't want to sign the contract. You didn't want to sign the contract. Go the fuck up. It's not the contract. No. Your dad's my manager. Your dad's my manager. You didn't want to sign the contract. Get out. Get out. Yo. I'm not 50. I'm going to fight you. It's over. It's over. You didn't want to make the bet. Over. But you didn't want to make the bet.
Play down.
You didn't want to make the bet.
Shaking yourself. It's over. It's over.
Woo!
Delicious.
Fury versus Paul, 8 rounds in the cruiserweight division, and on the line, the new prestigious commemorative WBC championship belt. Undefeated versus undefeated. Somebody's O has got to go!
All right. Let me talk with Tommy. We are with, look over here. We are with the undefeated Tommy TNT Fury. Tommy, the weigh-in, the face-off, obviously high tensions as you head into tomorrow night here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. What are your emotions like after that intense face-off?
First things first, I want to thank the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Prince Khalid. You've treated us like kings. Thank you so much for having us. His time is up. Tomorrow night, his time is up. Jake Paul will no longer be boxing. I'm going to put this man away inside 4 rounds.
In your estimation, you've been here for close to 10 days here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. What has this experience been like for you?
It's been the best experience of my life. A little kid out of Manchester, headlining Saudi Arabia. It's a dream come true. And tomorrow night, it gets all the more sweeter.
How much do you carry? Your family name, the Fury name, is boxing royalty. How much do you carry that into the ring as you collide against Jake Paul tomorrow on pay-per-view?
Tomorrow night, you're going to see why our last name's Fury. Because we're the best at fighting to ever live. That's the reason why.
And finally, how's it going down tomorrow night against Jake Paul?
Knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the undefeated Tommy TNT Fury. All right, now we are with the problem child, Jake Paul. Jake, he's predicting a knockout. What is your response to his prediction tomorrow night?
That man's capping. He's acting on stage, getting all hyped up, trying to act like his brother. And all you people booing, y'all dumb as fuck too. This professional boxer is going down, man. It's easy, it's simple. I'm ready, calm, cool, collected, and this is what I do. He's never been in a moment like that. He's shaking. He's up on stage doing the interview like this. You can see his nerves running through his system. He can't stop moving. I'm chill. I'm a real killer. I don't gotta do all that acting shit. I'm a real fucking dog. This is how I do it. This is how I do it. From Ohio, from Cleveland, real dog. None of that fake shit.
This is just your 7th professional fight. Did you ever envision that you would be headlining a pay-per-view, a global event here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia?
100%, man. This is destiny. This is destiny, simple and plain. Biggest in the business. We do the biggest shows and we knock people out. That's what I'm bringing tomorrow, and y'all are gonna see that. And then we're gonna come back and do another show here in Saudi. Bet on that.
You have said 4 rounds or under is when the fight will end. Are you sticking with that prediction?
100%, and like the posters say, the talk is over. We've done all the the hoopla, but it's time to figure out the truth.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the problem child, Jake Paul.
Of course, things got a little bit heated. You're even physically feeling heated. I mean, it's hot out here. Sean's got the jacket off. You know it's getting close to fight time. I know the blood's pumping inside, your heart's beating quick. What are you feeling right now?
Man, you knew it was going to be that.
I mean,
but to see it in live in action, you guys got to be tuned in on fight night, because we're going to get a little bit more than we got just right there. I would have buttoned it more because I'm hot.
But it's a family program, Sean.
And I'm fat under here, you know, so I got to.
He is retired.
Yeah. But no, they just gave us a preview of what fight night is going to be. Action-packed from beginning to end. You don't want to miss it.
That face-off? I mean, is that what you expected when they got head-to-head, that face-off? Did you expect that energy?
Absolutely. These guys have been talking crap for the past 2 years. They couldn't wait for this moment. 2 failed attempts of trying to get these guys together. Finally, it was able to come together. It happens in Riyadh, February 26th. You don't want to miss it. This is absolutely, look at you can feel the electricity, the energy in the crowd.
Yeah.
If this is what it's like at the weigh-in, what do you think is going to happen at the fight?
It's
Man,
it's exactly what you said. They've been waiting on that moment, just the weigh-in. You get the weigh-in out of the way, and then it's fight time. Yeah. But let me send that last message to you. Let me look you in your eyes and tell you that I want to hurt you on fight night. Right there, that's real.
The next time those two will see each other after over 2.5 years, will be face-to-face in the ring.
2 years
with the referee in between them, getting ready to get it on.
Back and forth, back and forth. These guys have been talking online. They've been trash talking. couldn't get into the country, family issues or injuries, whatever it was. Jake's been calling him out. Now they were finally able to do it. It's neutral territory. It's not in the U.S., it's not in the U.K. It's in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And as Prince Khalid says, this is just the beginning of what's to come with fights like this.
Well, we can't wait. This has been an incredible journey to this point, only to be topped with the cherry on top tomorrow night. It's going down from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, who has been an amazing host to us this far. It is on pay-per-view. If you're not joining us here in Saudi Arabia, make sure you buy the pay-per-view on BT Sport box office in the UK. Check your local cable providers in the US and digitally exclusively on ESPN Plus tomorrow, February 26th. We will see you there. We wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world but ringside tomorrow night. Amir, Sean, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Happy to be here.
Thank you to all the fighters and their cams. Thanks to everyone watching us live, broadcasting from Saudi Arabia. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the weigh-in, The Truth at Diriyah. We're only 24 hours away from a moment of boxing history, a fight night that will be remembered forever here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Riyadh. We'll see you all tomorrow, the 26th of February 2023. The Truth at Diriyah. This was Yasser Al-Sagaf. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Say what you will about the problem child. He delivers.
Tommy TNT
What a punch. Roderick shot.
Tommy Fury has got the job done.
Jake Paul just put Tyron Woodley in airplane mode.
Weigh in for the main event is going to be kind of the toss, if you will. After their comments or prior to? Okay. 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 Okay, so you don't want to talk about like the scope of the event, nothing like as broad as we did the first time, just specific to main event. Okay, okay, just want to make sure. Okay. Copy. Okay, understood. It's hot.
I gave the mic to the air conditioner.